Hi friends, guess what? I got some mail today and I have quite a few packages, except I have to admit something. I did peek. Blue is supposed to help me pick out which envelope I'm going to open of new special books from authors all over the world. But I saw a place today that was unbelievable and it got me very curious. It's from Western Australia and the books inside were Luna Lucy and the Planets and Luna Lucy. So I know I picked the package today. Blue didn't have to help me with that. But would you believe now I can't decide which book I want to read, so I'm gonna need Blue anyway. Let's see what she picks.
Puppy picks! Arf, arf!
Delivery!
Pick a book!
Have a great day!
Pick a good one!
Arf, arf!
Good girl. So Blue picked out the book Luna Lucy. So you can check out Luna Lucy and the Planets in the playlist. And this one is right up my alley because this is a little girl and her dog, Neptune. So let's begin, shall we? Luna Lucy by author Lisa Wielen and illustrator Joseph Hopkins. There once was a girl called Lucy who was crazy about the moon. Every night she would sit by her front porch with her beloved dog, Neptune. Together they would sit and cuddle, wrapped up like a cocoon, gazing into the night sky, searching for the moon. One day, Lucy and Neptune were nestled on the front porch when Lucy couldn't see the moon, even with her torch. "Where is the moon?" she gasped. "It seems to have disappeared." She went to tell her dad, to which he volunteered. "The moon has many phases, Lucy, just you wait and see. Every night we will draw the moon and watch it change gradually." So every night Lucy and her dad drew a picture of the moon. She waited for the darkness to fall every afternoon. First the moon looked like the letter C, thin and half round like the shape of a pea. The next week the moon grew bigger. It was almost looking round, but some of the moon was still missing, nowhere to be found. Then finally it happened in the darkness, way up high. The moon was big and round, brightening up the sky. Pearly and circled was the big white moon, lighting up the sky in the shape of a balloon. Lucy cuddled Neptune while drawing in her sketchbook, with a smile on her face and a delighted look. Finally, the moon was there for all to see, in its perfectly round, pearly white glory. But it was only a few days when the moon began to change. Its shape was slightly smaller, almost over at long range. In just days it was smaller, now looking like a half, except this time the pizza shape was the other side of the graph. By the end of that week, the moon was higher than the tree. It had turned into a letter shape, except a backward C. Then, in just a few days, the moon had disappeared. The sky was dark and empty, looking very weird. "Don't worry," said Lucy's dad. "It's just the new moon phase. The moon will start the cycle again in a few days." Lucy looked back through her book of moon drawings she did every day, all because she thought the moon had gone away. Lucy was now proud that she had created her own book. She was excited to give everyone a look. So off she went to school to share the book some more. Everyone was listening, sitting on the floor. Everybody learned about the phases of the moon when Lucy read her book called Luna Lucy and Neptune. The end. And here we see the phases of the moon. Notice the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. And if you like this book, you might like another book of hers. So what did you think of the book? On the back it says, a girl called Lucy and her dog Neptune developed a love for watching the moon. A quest begins about the lunar phase, discovering the moon in so many ways. So, did you learn about the moon in so many ways? What do you think about that little dog, Neptune? If you want to learn more about the moon, check it out on the web, do some research, read a book, and log on to the author's website. Since this author was from all the way in Western Australia, let me know where you're from. And if you like the book, leave a comment down below so I could see it and maybe the author can too. Okay, I think it's time for us to close out, and I thought it would be fun to make the letter C. I'll catch you learners next time. It's my little watch. In the learning zone, or a little C. Learning zone. Okay, that's silly. Bye, friends.